to the Jake Gilbert Show. Welcome, Coach.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for having me, Perry.
Oh, no problem. Well, homecomings was victorious for you against a very good Zionsville team. Talk a little bit about that game. And it sounds like that special teams and defense played a big part of that, that game.
Well, you know, homecoming's not my favorite week. I love it and what it stands for. I would love it a lot more if I wasn't the head coach who was in charge of managing the distractions of it all. So we had one morning practice and a practice at Grand Park that were essentially weather related, on top of homecoming courts and, you know, parades and powder puff and all kinds of, you know, dressing up, all kinds of things. So, but I was really proud of our team to eliminate the distractions and come out and play well. So starting with that, the mental focus of our seniors and our team in general, I was pretty happy with. It was a great environment. We had a huge crowd, biggest gate we've ever had. So standing room only, it looked like. And I was happy that we were able to insulate ourselves from all of that and just play quality football. And we beat a great Brownsburg football team. That they were ranked 4th. We were ranked 2nd, both undefeated in the conference. So this was an important game, and we came through. So happy with all of our team, mainly for their mental toughness. The game itself, we blocked a punt and a field goal. So the special teams were huge. We had a touchback. We made a game winner. So that the sequence at the end, when the game was on the line, we blocked a punt, we went on a game-winning drive offensively, kicked a game-winning field goal, kicked a touchback, held in there just enough defensively to get a stop, and then ran the clock out on offense. But I guess I failed to mention, and then Vance Farrar blocked what would have been a game-tying field goal for them. So that sequence of events, which took our entire team, offense, defense, special teams, to me was championship level play. That we got it done as a staff and as players across the board, not just, oh, you've got a great running back, or oh, the middle linebacker made a great play. We had great team play across the board, so that was awesome.
Yeah, the one thing about it too, Coach, I think we talk about this a lot, and we have over the last 3 or 4 years of doing these interviews, how important you know, all aspects of the game are to be a great football team. And of course you had a great opponent there, Brownsburg. So, you know, and those things coming, you know, blocking a field goal, then a punt, and playing strong defense, and the offense obviously played well. So, you know, that makes you feel a lot better moving on with only 3 games left.
Sure. It also builds confidence, just I think, in our program in terms of practice. Sometimes you go a long time and you don't get a block kick, but you're practicing it all the time, you know, and it'd be easy to say, well, why are we practicing this? We're never going to block a kick. Let's not even do that. So we may go next year and never have a block kick, whereas this year we've been on fire with that. You know, I think that you just got to practice the right things, work the right things, and be ready when your moment comes. And so whether that applies to offense, defense, or special teams, I was happy we were ready Friday night.
Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit with that big victory this past weekend and everything. You got Avon coming up, and you know, you look at the history of Avon, how great that program has been and still is, really. I mean, I know they're 0-6, but dang, they got to be one of the best 0-6 teams you'll see around. My goodness.
Sure. So I'm going to separate Avon, the current record, from Avon, the program. So while in our time here at Westfield, Avon's been the premier program in our conference. Just 2 years ago, they were 9-0 and ranked number 1 in the state at the end of the regular season. So our job is to make sure our kids understand, because I know our coaches do, like, hey, we're playing Avon. I don't care what the record is. They have great players and great coaches, and they'll be prepared, and they'll give us everything we can handle. So we hopefully we will be ready to play Avon, the program, regardless of what their current record is. Now, I do know, too, they've had some COVID issues, so I'm not sure really who and what and when, but I know that that's been hard on their program, so we may see some guys that haven't even played recently. I think that we just have to worry about being ready for the program of Avon and then making sure our kids show up and play their best.
And you know, and I always talk about this a lot, is the schedule you play too. I mean, they open up at Lawrence North, and then they play Ben Davis, and then they get in this gauntlet of this Hoosier Crossroad Conference.
Yep.
So, you know, sometimes, you know, like you said, that all phases of the game and how important that is, and you know, you have a mental letdown during a ball game playing teams like the caliber they're playing.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, they played a great schedule. Lawrence North's 5-1, same as us.
Yeah.
Ben Davis, I think, is better than their record shows. They've lost a couple close ones to Warren Central and Lawrence North, and then you know, they're 0-4 in the conference.
I mean, they've already done that, so yeah, they.
So I think that Avon's record is deceiving, to your point, but we are not going to be deceived.
Yeah.
So
Now it looks like they. Let's talk a little bit about Avon as a team too, because the Reynolds kid is a sophomore, and he throws the ball pretty good. I mean,
they throw it a lot.
63 yards, so they're going to throw a lot.
Yeah, they throw it a lot. I think the Reynolds kid's very accurate. He makes some plays on, you know, extending plays out of the pocket. He's had to scramble a little bit. I think he's pretty good when he does it. They have maybe the best receiver in Indiana, or a top 2 or 3 receiver in Indiana. No disrespect to other guys, but they've got a tremendous player there. They always have some offensive firepower, so you can expect some speed there and so forth and so on. They've got a great kicker, and then traditionally defensively they're really good. They've struggled there a little more this year, but you know, most years if we scored 21, we're excited, you know, and that may not get it done this year because these guys score in bunches. We had trouble stopping these guys last year.
Yeah. This game is on the road, right?
On the road at Avon.
On the road,
Yeah.
on Avon. Then you come back next week against Fishers, but we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you got to get Avon
Yeah,
here and going on
focus
the road.
right.
And you know, Avon's kind of a tough place to play too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, because that's the one great thing about the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, and especially with what Wish TV does on the banner and everything, and the kids come out, and the parents are there supporting, so there'll be a good crowd.
They'll be good.
You guys always take a great crowd too.
We, for whatever reason, it's always windy over there. We have beaten them here a little more successfully than on the road. So great opportunity and challenge for our guys to go over there and get it done. So, but I'm excited about our team, regardless of who we're playing, and we're pretty positive about our guys. I think we're practicing well. I think our character's getting better, and I think our team performance is going to grow and improve, and just the experience we're having from a family standpoint, I think, is going to grow and improve right along with it.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. I appreciate it. I know you always have a busy schedule this time of year, and I appreciate you taking time out for Hamilton County TV to do this interview.
Well, we love HCTV, and grateful for all the coverage and giving an opportunity for fans who can't come to the game to watch the game. And so we appreciate you and everything you do.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Go Rocks.